What is up, people? It is me back again with another Hunter x Hunter chapter reaction. And today, I am pretty sure I saw some thumbnails, unfortunately. We are about to learn something crazy about Benjamin, something insane, something absurd. Okay. So, unfortunately, a little bit of a spoiler, can I put my timing here? All right, guys. So I will be back letting the stream play. It's a little bit earlier, but this is going to work well for me today. I've always said, like, most of the time I hit Sundays around the noonish time block, right? So unless I have to wait till Monday. So Benjamin's about to do something or explain. We're about to learn something completely nuts about Benjamin. The title of the chapter is called Loyalty. And so, of course, this week in particular, my Benjamin theme is going to be more appropriate than ever. So, hey, is Benjamin going to, like, are we going to get, like, is Togashi going to do, like, the Blaze of Glory thing where you get the big, massive power reveal and then you get sick? Oh, gosh, you son of a gun. Let's see what happens. Yes, yes, yes. All right. I am looking very much forward to this chapter. Again, I was spoiled a little bit because I saw a thumbnail, and it sounds like there's a massive buzz happening right now about Benny Boy. Look, here's the thing about Benjamin, and this is again Togashi's MO. We know he's the character with the biggest focal point in the time jump to martial law. It's a perfect time for him to gas him the hell up. A huge power scaling feat, and then rob us of it. That's Togashi, man. If this is truly Benjamin being like, I can absorb any Nen power I want from anybody in Kakin, if he can expand the conditionality of his baton skill to include civilians, other politicians, like anybody, that opens every possible door. Is Benjamin Beyond's child? Even though Long he wasn't sure about that, who the hell knows? With the plot the way it is now, there's no sure answer anywhere. Beyond is a schemer. The one thing we know is that Beyond infiltrated this society and has been pulling puppet strings all across the political landscape. So anything really is possible. It depends on what Togashi ultimately wants to do. And if you're telling me that this is a Togashi moment where he shows us all this incredible power and then just infects Ben to have us miss all of it, that's such a Togashi move. And why would Togashi do this? Well, because Benjamin is the first child. He was the one kind of in league with Beyond at the start of this arc. He's the one who said, I'm going to cut out all the branches and make sure the tree of Kakin is glorious and healthy because of me, King Ben. But Togashi's the type of guy who's going to take that character and instead of making Benjamin the glory-filled winner, he's going to pass everything on to somebody else instead, being a stepping stone character. He's going to take all that build up and plot and relevance and power, and he's going to shift it to somebody else. That's Togashi. So we have the whole plot with Ben's son. Can Ben give his son all of his abilities? Maybe that's maybe that's the thing. Maybe Ben can just gift away his Nen abilities like candy. Again, we know it's a crazy power. We know Benjamin Baton is nutty because just inherently how it works, it's actually more capable in a raw sense than even Krollo's Nen ability. You don't just learn an ability like Benjamin Baton by being a scrub. Benjamin's the real deal. The question is, just how much of the real deal is he? And why is this why being the first child is so important? It gives you all this power and all this opportunity, but it puts the biggest target on your back at the same time. So we will see. And I turned off the theme. Yes. Thank you, Benjamin's theme. I might start getting back into music production at some point. I've been dabbling around with it again, but I made those themes a while ago. I was just inspired, like looking at these characters, thinking about, hey, could I make music that like kind of encapsulates their personality a little bit? I use a free music software. It's not complex at all. The sound effects aren't very high quality. It's all MIDI based. It's garbage, frankly. But I try to make decent sounds out of it anyway. So it is what it is. Before I get started, I just want to make sure I can be heard. Yeah, so I said 11:40 Eastern. So make sure that I can be heard. Yeah, sounds good. So I want to get on with my day. Unfortunately, just how life is, I got to go do things tonight. But I want to get this. I want to get this out. I want to talk about it. It sounds like it's a lore heavy / plot moving sort of chapter, which is giving me all tingly and excited. And it's literally called Loyalty. The chapter title is Loyalty, and we are literally talking about Benjamin Baton's purpose as an ability. It's the loyalty to Benjamin, right? And we are at the funeral procession. This is a big moment, people. This is a big moment. We're actually going to see more about this. So, without any further ado, let's get started with chapter 413. We are at the funeral procession. This looks like the pallbearer or the organizer. Yeah, no, he's the. We have Halkenberg's casket, passing guards, and ceremonially dressed practitioners. I guess these are the, the coffin dance meme. Like, these are the guys who are dancing with the coffin on their shoulder. Okay, like that's them. So we got the funeral procedures. The folks who, all right, this is just some lore dumping. The folks who carried Halkenberg up the tiers pass over the coffin and bow to these ceremonially dressed, deliverers or caregiver, clerics. All right. And they bring the body into a Nen inscribed chamber hallway, and Nasubi is at the end of the hallway. That is conveyor belt Nasubi. Watch out. This chamber, by the way, is probably, approaching Greed Island chamber levels of Nen influence and power. So we're seeing more of the Nen inscribed area. It is the main coffin room. So here we go. This is the main coffin room. Remember, this is a soulless body basically being delivered to a room that inherently uses the souls and spirits of the dead princes. So will they learn something by just this fact alone? Because Halkenberg doesn't know about this place. This is for Nasubi. This is Nasubi and his royal henchmen only. Imagine if Hisoka was one of these cloaked figures. Oh my. So here we go. We're in the burial. There's Halkenberg's body. They take over the casket and they put him into one of the ceremonial coffins. 30 minutes. Okay, guys, we're getting to it. We're getting to martial law dispatch. Like, we're actually, unless he goes back again, he could go back further in the next chapter, back to 5 days before, and we're with Borkson and gang, because that's one of the things I thought we were going to get. We're going to go back to Borkson and what she's doing. I'm telling you, this batch is likely ending at the plot line that we left off at. That's my bet. So everything before martial law is going to be explored, but we're going to end this batch on the actual events of martial law taking place. Like, in the future from that, from 410. So, like, we're going to probably end at 410 and into the next series of events. That's my prediction. So 30 minutes before martial law is declared. And he's going in. We have Togashi splits the panels in half. So we see the first half of the coffins and we see the second half of the coffin. Halkenberg's soulless body is in there. Ah, the life torch won't light. Ha ha. What is Nasubi gonna say about this? So yeah, this is like this is a check that the soul is still viable. Well, the life torch indicates the spirit still exists in the environment, in the succession war. If there is no soul, it lights up. If there or this is like probably because of how this arc is truly talking about death and Nen and curses. The life torch might light up due to the Nen of the Nen beast, because otherwise all of these princes would have postmortem Nen if the Nen could be read. Or if this life torch is reading that there's no Nen at all, there's no soul, it lights up. But in the inverse, empty body, it can sense that there's Nen still in the ceremony. That's my point. Why is how does the life torch activate? That's what I'm asking. But it seems like it can differentiate between a literal dead soul, a spirit that no longer exists in the ceremony, and an empty body, but a spirit that still exists in the ceremony. That's my point. If the soul is still in a body, it seems you don't lose eligibility. Rumble! Right now? Right now. Nasubi is like, he seems perplexed, but like, maybe like in a, oh my God, my son is truly hell-bent on this. Because remember, Halkenberg approached him and confronted him. So there's a little bit of like, there's a special still fighting? Like, he's still going? Is it gonna happen? Is my prediction gonna come true? Is my prediction going to come true? Wait a minute. People said I was wrong. Let's find out. Let's find out. I could be wrong. If he just unleashes the virus here and runs, yeah, the plot stands. But it feels like a moment to take advantage. Feels like it. It just feels like a Togashi moment. Benjamin says, what's happening? Wasn't this Ninth Prince Halkenberg's ability? No, it's not possible. Only his body died, so his soul is still... he can use it in another body! And because it's not Halkenberg, he can attack a prince. Okay. But seeing how, like, does Benjamin just straight up kill Halkenberg here or defeat him? This is getting nutty. This man pulls up a posse! Dude, he's literally standing in the middle of nowhere, and all of a sudden a gang pulls up everywhere. He's tied up in a different body. He's tied up in a different body. The posse shows up, bro. He's Heisenberg, dude. Everyone wants to work with him. Everybody wants to be associated with him. You're goddamn right. You know, like, bro. He makes the purest shit on the market, dude. It's 100% impossible to continue to pretend to be the sergeant and deceive the first prince, is what Halkenberg is thinking. If we meet in person, my behavior, mannerisms, and choice of words will betray me. After all, he's my brother. He's going to hear Halkenberg in his words, no matter what. I'd rather test a new hypothesis and learn the laws of my ability. He's going to school now. An arrow has been fired upon him already anyway? Okay. So let me just do some context analysis here. He's already tied up. This is the part that's getting to me. He's tied up because Balsamico, he was Balsamico. He was in Balsamico's body. He was in the Justice Bureau. So he got tied up because he clearly said something to get tied up. He antagonized the situation, or he forced Ben to come to him because of something he said, and now has the opportunity to fire the arrow. I think that's ultimately what's happening here. So we're right into this. Boom! Arrow! The unblockable Nen arrow, it's coming, and Are we in the same time frame? Or are we later? Wait a minute. The arrow fires. There's no way Ben can have a conversation to his guard. Wait a minute. Okay, let's just read and we'll put it together. So in the present timeline, he fires an arrow at Benjamin. Now we go to a panel. A body swap ability that would explain Shikaku's suicide. Vict 2. But first, Balsamico. He's Halkenberg inside. And now he's using his ability once more? Yes, sir. I forget this guard's name. I'm sorry. The short guy looks kind of like Melody. He's just like Krillin. We have Krillin and freaking Captain Ginyu over here. Ben says, send men to room 9. Balsa should be there. Everyone around him is a follower of Halkenberg. Arrest them all. They're persons of interest. This is before. So we tie up Halkenberg, Balsamico, because of the suspicion raised. Somehow they found out about through the Shikaku and Vict. Ben was sure that they wouldn't just commit seppuku because that's not their mission. They would never, unless they are actually in danger and might disclose secrets, they would never actually commit seppuku. Right? The point, I think Ben is putting together the series of events that his guards should never have actually committed seppuku unless they were in a bind. But the way that the actual events happened, they just off themselves in front of a door. What are you doing? That's not them. And this is how close Ben is to his guards. Oh, dearie me. So they're walking down the hallway. Oh, dear. Ben goes, and Krillin says, Your Highness? He got sick. Wait, hold on a minute. So, wait. He got infected, found out about it, and now the effects are taking place. So gosh, these little details, I'm trying to put together the events that were not shown. So, all right. Balsamico is in the Justice Department. Balsamico clearly was with Ben in a vicinity somewhere. But given how I'm going to go back, right? Basically, Halkenberg said, if we meet in person, my behavior would betray us. So he got to Benjamin without Benjamin knowing he was there. He convinced maybe some guards or military personnel to let him nearby, but like he got within a vicinity to infect Ben without Ben knowing he was there. That's my point. This was a stealth mission. Hulkenberg got to him as Balsamico using the military without Ben knowing he was even there and infected him. Then somehow they deduced that there has to be a body swap ability. Like, there's no way my guards would ever do this. Okay, great. And now the effects are kicking in. Nausea, fever, lethargy, and aching of the joints. It can't be. I've been infected. And there's Togashi's death symbol of the human's malice. Humanity's malice. The incubation period between TSK-17 exposure and symptom onset is about 6 hours. Balsamico was still downstairs. It's not possible. It wasn't Hulkenberg. Guys, this is where, remember I was talking about Karapika starting a riot? What if they somehow work together? Who else could it be? Cacho's Nenbeast fading through a wall and what the hell is going on? So he's sure that it's not Hulkenberg. No. Hulkenberg fired one of his arrows into another Ben guard. It was one of his followers, and his follower delivered the virus. Oh, tell me that's the play. Ben continues. Our TSK-17 is stored in vials that only open with our custom boots. Interesting design choice. The aerosol spray guarantees infection when used within 2 meters. With a spray at foot level, considering my height, to ensure infection. I'd have to be sitting down. It must have been at that time. Huh? We're going back. Ben is putting in a code. Okay. It must have been at that time. Who is that? Who is that guard? It's not Fury. No way. Yeah, Hulkenberg probably got someone else into another Ben guard and then delivered the vial through that guard back to Ben. That's my theory. And Ben is like casually on his iPad at his control center, Winston Churchill over here. And it's like, whoa. So he goes, he checks the vials. They're still here. Balsamico only took one. And then Ben's like, if the TSK-17 hasn't been used, wait. Is Benjamin not understanding the plot here? Because Balsamico never used it. He's like, Hulkenberg stopped him before he could use it. Am I right on that? If this TSK-17 hasn't been used, why do I have these symptoms? I just happened to get sick? No. Because remember, Halkenberg reported as Balsamico that he got to Halkenberg's body, but he never did. Is this just Benjamin not following along? Maybe. Is he just panicking? Is Benjamin folding in the heat of battle here? Uh-oh. Think. Let me just make sure I'm still okay on the playback. Looks like my camera's a little bit too much to that side. I'm just going to twist it a little bit more. That should be a little bit better there. I'm seeing that I'm kind of jolting out of frame a little bit on the playback there. So apologies, but I caught that. So, okay. Well, so if this TSK-17 hasn't been used, why don't I have these symptoms? Well, because he never used them on you. That's why. All right, cool. So, hey, Benny boy, keep up. Keep up, Ben. You shouldn't have brought these on in the first place. Your fault, dude. Ben made a big misplay here. He had the most powerful Nen ability, arguably, among the princes in a raw strategic sense. I mean, Camilla has a big plan up her sleeve, but in terms of raw confrontation, Ben had this game through Nen, but he still decided that he needed these assassination tools. So Balsamico failed him. Basically, the point is Balsamico failed in being overconfident. A virus this dangerous on a closed boat, you could have just used your Nen, buddy. But you chose to trust humans' malice, and it betrayed you. Now what are you going to do? Someone in weapons of mass destruction R&D passed it to a traitor. Oh no, Albert Einstein is coming into. Oh no. Oh no. Ooh. Production reports, inventory control, bag checks, data management, even with all our security procedures intact, if a sovereign order came from the very top. They used AI too much, man. They thought they could just keep tabs on everybody. Again, we're assuming that this is true. Ben is going into this thought process, but like I'm still did we not use this vial? So like we know the truth, but like is Ben going into all this headcanon just on his own? Right? Doesn't Alchemurk still have the vial? No, wait a minute, hold on. He infected the body and reported it, and the symptoms matched. Okay. I get it now. Okay. Sorry. See, brain has to doop from like 2.5 years ago, right? Like whatever. I got to remember. Okay. So that's why he's putting this together. There was a fourth vial that someone else used on him outside of the scope of this ceremony, dude. And all the security protocols mean nothing. And then Benjamin says, that means a soldier affiliated with Mother took it and gave it to a traitor. He's sure of this shit with his freaking Saiyan boots on, bro. My mother chose my brother over me. Unma. And then he's flexing the narrative. He's pissed. Ah! Way. No. No, it can't be. No, it can't. No, it can't be. It can't be. And he's going Super Saiyan on him. Oh my God. Doing the math. You're the only one who could have poisoned me, Fury Cove. Fury looks at him very calmly. Ben says, you acquired TSK-17 through the First Queen and betrayed me in favor of my brother. For what? Money? Power? Tell me what corrupted you before you die. Look at his face. Like, Fury's an emotionless character, so we know that it's just like anything he says is bullshit because he has no emotion. I would never betray you, my king. Ben, I would never betray you. And now and forever, I swear loyalty to my country and to you, First Prince Benjamin. However, it was indeed I who deployed TSK-17 to infect you. I will explain the sequence of events that led to this. Ben is, and his snot coming down his nose. Ben says, it's true, you chose a time when you could be the only suspect, but that could be a part of your strategy. If my distrust deepens even a little, I'll kill you before you finish your sentence. Fury-Kov says, my plan was to capitalize on your mother, First Queen Unma's plot, to secure victory for Prince Halkenberg, and also use the machinations of my father. Ah! The man who can see men better than almost anybody. I gotta sit back. I gotta just sit back and breathe. Oh my God. The man with the eyeballs all along. Wait a minute. He has a curse on him. Oh, fuck. Oh. He has a curse. He has a curse. No way. Don't fuck it, dude. No. Guys, 20 out of 10. 20 out of 10. 20 out of 10. We're back. People were so bored and annoyed. I'm like, trust the man. Trust Togashi. Trust. This is some of the most exciting shit we've had in the entire arc. Right now. And remember, the Beyond Curse, his child. But like, he's so cold. My plan was to capitalize on your mother, First Queen Unma's plot. So Unma had full faith in Halkenberg this whole time. Oh. And then Fury-Kov is a Beyond plant, Beyond's child, an agent who swears loyalty, yes. But loyalty in the fact that he's loyal to curse this son of a bitch in death. Is Benjamin going to be infected with TSK-17 and a Beyond curse at the same time? This is outrageous. Here we go. Yes. Oh my God. But he tells Ben about the curse. He tells him about it. He doesn't hide that. He uses it as leverage. Virikov says, "This is the curse that activates upon my death. It was planted by Beyond and is impossible to remove," basically. Yeah, Abagane? Abagane? Hello, Abagane? Where are you? The queen threatened that Beyond could cause my death at Unma and Beyond were getting freaky. They were getting freaky. And Beyond's curses can kill his children just like that. What did I say? He can activate his curses immediately. That is a ticking plot moment there where, oh my gosh. This is one of the best chapters of the arc. This is outrageous. This is why you spend 10 plus years with this random bodyguard, but he's always there, and he has a special Nen ability, which is kind of like he can see Nen better than anybody. So he's gifted with like observing Nen. Weird. Why is this like random guard special? And then he says, "I have no family." Remember the Camilla arc? I have no family. Prince Benjamin is my family. Well, yeah, he's your family because you're going to kill him. He is your family because his mission is to just get rid of him at some point. But he is the only family he knows. Doesn't take away from his ultimate mission. He's still, Ben's his family, even if he has a plot within to like destroy it, right? Let's continue. So he shows him the curse mark. What I feared most, Virikov says, what I feared most was not that you could be my target, but that your death by the curse could eradicate your guardian spirit beast's ability. I only have one beer with me today. That'll have to do. The only sure way to avoid this was to bounce the curse back. Benjamin says, "If I die first, the curse reflects back to you." And my curse reflection? His Nen Beast can just pass curses to someone. Whoa! And it is the Nen Beast. It is the fucking Nen. Oh, and Ben knows about his. Guys, unless you understand this story, what Togashi's revealing here is ridiculous. Ben knows about his spirit beast and how it works. Are you kidding me? You're not supposed to know. Like the princes aren't supposed to know about their Nen beast. Yeah, even if they have Nen, like it's like they're not really supposed to know, but Ben clearly knows. He probably had Nen users tell him how it works completely. So he clearly learned about this through his soldiers. And that's why initially he was so confident. If I die first, the curse reflects back to you. That's Beyond's condition right there. That's the condition of Beyond's ability. And my guardian spirit beast's ability would make me a god. Exactly, says Fury. With your guardian spirit beast's ability, a nation of unshakable glory and prosperity will be assured. An unbroken imperial line for. An eternal life? Eternal life? He has eternal life? There's no, wait, this guy doesn't have eternal life. No, he doesn't have eternal life. He does not have immortality. No. No. We're not going there with Hunter x Hunter. No, we're not getting eternal life. Come on. Fury says, the Queen's demand was that I use TSK-17 on Prince Benjamin within 48 hours, or Beyond would activate the curse. But it worked. Beyond has a Zetsu chain on. His curses activate with Zetsu. Guys, some fans are going to miss these details because they don't really understand the lore that's been built up over the years. That's where I come in. That's where people like me come in. We absorb this story and like really go into the minutia. We go into the little details Togashi has established. That means, as I thought and feared, Beyond has full power over his children, even from behind that prison cell. He can activate them. He can whatever, because he's in Zetsu clearly. That's obvious. He's in Zetsu. Otherwise, the guard, they couldn't keep him imprisoned. So his ability is a Zetsu ability. Hello, Saradnik. How are you? Hello, Camilla. How are you? We're getting it. It's coming together. So Queen said, you got to use the virus. Or Beyond Netero activates the curse. Furikov says, but it worked in my favor. I let her think I gave in to her demands and protected your guardian spirit beast. And with all due respect, I was able to lay the groundwork for you to transcend your body and become the guardian deity for our national prosperity. What in the fuck? Wait, his loyalty is to kill him in glory so he can become a god? Oh, wait a minute. This Nen Beast, I might have to leave. I might have to actually leave when we read this ability and understand what it does. And then, so Fury's playing games, though. He's playing. Before, let me check the audio levels. Hang on, everybody. Got to make sure I still can be heard. Cool. The Queen's demand of TSK-17 or Beyond would activate the curse. I let her think I gave in to her demands and protected your guardian spirit beast. All due respect. I was able for you to transcend your body and become the guardian deity for our national prosperity. Fury, I need nothing more in this life. If the reflected curse kills me, I would be perfectly satisfied. Benjamin's like, I am a fool who should never have doubted my own men. You'll have to put up with me a bit longer. So it's a double play. Wait a minute. It's a double play. So Fury. Togochi is basically reaffirming Furikov's loyalty, even though he poisoned him. It was because of the situation with Unma and Beyond. And so in that moment of despair, even though he's one of Beyond's children, he thought, well, I can at least let Benjamin ascend into the god deity of the country. This is here we go. I'm bracing myself for this. He absorbs all of the kingdom's nen and literally is stronger than Meruem. Let's find. Ready? Are we passing Meruem in power? Are we passing Meruem? Let's go. Ready? Full Metal Alchemist? Oh, stop. It's not called Full Metal Alchemist. Yurikov's ability, Full Metal Alchemist. Combo. Is he going to become the Alchemist father? Like, what the hell? I know my buddy has to hear this. My buddy has to hear this. It's his favorite anime. It's Full Metal. He's going to flip out. Combo Master, Specialist. I can't. The mind games that are being had right now. The Combo Master ability reads, by being with the target for a certain time in total, it deciphers the details of the target's ability and then creates a weapon that could destroy or supplement and amplify said ability. So it's like Predator with an upside, with a big upside. I cannot use Hatsu while the ability. He cannot use. There's a missing word there. Yurikov cannot use Hatsu, or I don't know which one it is. We have to find out. Cannot use Hatsu while the ability is being deciphered. Cannot use Hatsu while the weapon is being transmuted. The more powerful, effective, and influential the ability, the longer it takes to decipher. The time required for transmutation is equal to deciphering time. And if interrupted, the clock resets. So we are going to boost the Nen Beast. Like Halkenberg boosts himself through the Nen Beast. In this situation, Yurikov's ability is going to boost the actual Nen Beast. Saraynik and Halkenberg colluded to steal a military biological weapon and used it. Ben! Again, do you see that we're missing context here? We go from this to the plot line we know. Saraynik and Halkenberg colluded to steal a military biological weapon and used it, right? But wait a minute. Whoa! Let's go back. Let's go back. I want to do this. Is we'll talk about this in the post reading chat discussion. All of the stuff here with Furykov, all of this happens before the arrow is fired. This here. So, am I reading this right? How? Wait. This is all. What is the timing here? Is crazy. This panel of Benjamin and Halkenberg when he fires the arrow with all of his followers and he's tied up happens after everything we just talked about. Ben here is already sick. right? Am I reading this correctly? Am I reading this correctly? This is after martial law. Am I reading this correctly? The thing is, though, we have a rumble during the ceremony. Do you see where the mind games come with this guy? So God, like, we're gonna have to talk about it. We're gonna have to talk about it. The timing here is crazy. What the? What? Is Halkenberg inside him right now? See, again, my theory. Or is this a time jumping, fluctuating situation? We'll have to find out. Again, right? Can Halkenberg's spirit pass on the TSK-17 virus because his body was infected with it? Although he'd be in control, right? Like that's where this breaks apart. This had to have happened before he fires the arrow. This is a sick Ben right here. We just don't get a good look at it. Clearly, right? This transition is messed up, man. This transition, like, it's throwing me for a gosh darn loop. It's such a quick cut. We don't know. All right, so let's keep going. This chapter is outrageous. This is peak Succession War. This is top of the top right now. Here we go. Ben says, notify all my men. I will declare special martial law at 14:15 today. My guardian spirit beast ability that Fury Cod deciphered, used in conjunction with Benjamin Button. Here we go. This is a powered up combo ability with a specialist ability on top. Well, on top of it, what does it create? Doesn't say. Begin preparations at 1400. Kill on-site personnel. Kill on-site personal guards on tier 1 who are not Royal Army members. Kill quietly and respectfully. The succession battle wasn't a game of survival to pick the next king. Will make me the spiritual core of the Cockeen tree, taking the place of the seed urn ritual? He's gonna wait. Guys, I gotta go for 1 second. This is ridiculous. Sorry. and deal with some stuff in the family. Just I'm hoping I don't get another call, but we'll see what happens. This is Benjamin's ability hitting me like a tsunami, Like, of course. Of course, of course. So, let me make sure I'm still audible and everything's good. I have very demanding relatives. I'll just put it that way. They insist that I, am there at every beck and call. But I'm happy to do it too. Like, sometimes they're like, you need to answer my question now. It's like, okay. So, let's get back. I'm just going to reread to reset my mind. Ben is ready. He goes, notify all my men. I will declare special martial law today at 1415. My guardian spirit beast ability that Fury Cove deciphered, used in conjunction with Benjamin Baton. Begin preparation at 1400. Kill on-site personal guards. That's a crazy statement. We didn't know that was the level we were going to in martial law. We didn't know that. Uh-oh. And then Ben says the succession battle wasn't a game of survival to pick the next king. Will make me the spiritual core of the Cockine tree. Removing the seed urn. No more spirit beasts. He's going to become the almighty spirit of Cockine itself. That will make me the highest power in Cockine, a supreme authority that transcends even the king. Cockine will soon rule the world as one nation, and the Huigoro line, unbroken for all eternity, will lead it. This was a holy war to select the god, the glorious guardian and protector who must see it through. The god of Cockine. Ben says out loud, do not harm the Hunter associates. In accordance with the rules, secure the princes and gather them in the Great Hall. This is crazy. As for Camilla, my girl, and then he's talking to Fury. As for Camilla and Saraynik, leave that to me. Benjamin says, I can't let Mother find out about my guardian spirit ability. Therefore, the thing I should be doing in the short time that remains to me is purge the rest of the princes and aim to become the one true heir. And then, as the next king, issue an official will. He's using it. We got it. We got him using the ability, bro. We got him using a secret window. What have I been saying for years? Can he use secret window? Truly, like in the plot, yes, he can. And what does secret window show him? God. Camilla is getting her daily post-lunch massage until 3 p.m. She would never let anything cut it short. The problem is her ability. Allow for 15 minutes to confirm the safety of Camilla and Saraynik. Gather the remaining 6 princes besides Halkenberg and Fugetsu in room 1001 by 1430. 15-minute grace period to get the trash out of the way. My fucking God. Camilla, She came to my quarters by herself and emptied her gun, so her type is either counteractive or invincible. Both often activate upon getting attacked, which makes it difficult to tell them apart. I continued the surveillance nonstop in order to level up. He's been powering it up. And now I can rewind. He can rewind. What? He's rewinding Musei's recording in his. Oh my God. Camilla's ability is counteractive. Killing her activates her Nen, and she drains the assailant's life energy to bring herself back to life. Fury call. 13th Prince Miriam is still missing. Ben says he's within the Nen space. His guards clearly conveyed that shit. Use the phones to communicate. CyClone can handle it. No, he can. Bro, CyClone's turning into litter, bro. Biscuit Kruger to the face. He's toast. If they don't come to room 1001 by 1430, send our goat. Cyrynik, I wanted to make you suffer enough to beg for death, but I don't have the time. I will make sure you see my face the moment I kill you. Oh, fuck. Holy shit. This chapter's crazy. He's on the phone with everybody. They're all, oh no, here we go. Knives out, Rihan and the earpiece. Everyone's going in. They're ready. Oh, I'm getting, dude. We're here 3 chapters in. Togashi's back. This is the best manga going on right now. Sorry, One Piece. Sorry, Emu. Sorry, man. Nah. I've had more excitement in like 5 pages here than the entire Elbath arc combined. Sorry. Look at the play. Oh my God. 15 minutes until martial law is declared. And he drew them like little Mii's in Nintendo. This is a powder keg. This is a powder keg. This is crazy. The amount we got in this chapter is outrageous. By the way, their Nen is activated. Like they are going in with Nen ready. They are done being diplomats. Holy crap. What a perfect chap. Perfect. Artwork was good. Yeah, you have some like faceless people and whatever. Who cares? I don't care. Perfect chapter. Perfect. Succession War. The pacing was outrageous. All right, I'm back. I'm back. This was a crazy situation. Cyrynik, you're my goat, dude. Thanks for stopping by and having fun. I'm glad you will at least enjoy it. This was a doozy. A doozy. Thanks, Chris. Thanks for being here. And a double page spread. Togashi can't have them together. So yeah, no, this was a whirlwind. So we gotta like digest and talk. We gotta talk. We just gotta like breathe and like, I mean, I had an interruption, but I've been going over an hour on this reaction. It's real. It was a thick chapter. It was fast. It was dense and it was fast. My favorite combo in this arc. It was just like boom, 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 boom. Bringing in other plot lines like Beyond and Furikov. There we go. Unma and Beyond's relations, but Furikov being more loyal to Benjamin, assumedly at this point, right? Assumedly. Chris says, Furikov, am I a traitor? Never. I just simply killed you. Yeah, that's right, Chris. Beyond meat. Yeah. Benjamin is the chosen one. Well, King Ben has a lot of biblical influence. So there you go. King Ben. Trust the Ben God plan. What's up, Eddie Saul? He says, extraordinary chapter. Oh, one of the all-time greats of this arc. It's top 3 for sure. To me, this is a top 3. This is a Togashi masterpiece. Just all the pieces coming together. The pace was crazy. The lore dumps and the bombs. Boom, 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 boom. You're just getting constantly hit with stuff. Amazing. AB said, when Hulk says he shot his arrow at his brother, my theory is that he shot it at either Loserus, Seri, or Zonglei. Oh my God, please, AB, don't. Another redirect, like literally. Are you saying that he wasn't shooting at Ben in that scene? He was shooting at someone else? He just felt the rumbling? Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. That would also explain why the cutting is so weird and the timing is all over the goddamn place. He went to someone else. Oh boy. The Togashi is he's a maniac, is what he is. Spencer says he's gonna miss Furikov. Look at Kov and Toba at the end of the chapter. Laugh out loud. He's taking a big one. He's taking a big hairy one. I'll tell you that. Yeah. No. He wants to cash in his coin first. What do you mean? Wait a minute. I'm still making money over here. Wait. AB, what do you think the power does Ben Spirit have to make? Okay. This is where we get spicy. This is where we get into Togashi's. He is framing the power as literally being the tree of Kakin itself and replacing the seed urn ceremony. That means whatever Nen powers the seed urn, likely from the original king, it's a spirit. Something is enforcing the seed urn ritual. A spirit, a ghost, a power, whatever it is. Benjamin is going to replace that spirit. Force it out. Kick it out. And his Nen beast is going to become the new, I guess, vessel of souls, the new, basically the new power that enacts succession and the Kakin lineage. It's something like that. So that level of Nen is generational, not just one hunter. It's thousands of hunters. It's a kingdom's willpower being condensed into a ceremony. That's a level of Nen. Again, I think we're approaching like Royal Guard status at that point. We are approaching Royal Guard status with that sort of Nen. Now, he's not going to like be able to attack anybody with it. It's the power that it has. Thematically, it's like the entire succession ritual, all the people, all the wills put together. That is the power that this is hinting at. Wait. Spencer, freaking out because Zhang Lei is gone? Kovan Toba? Right, because he's on the run. Oh! Peak call there. Good job. You're right. He's scrambling because Zhang Lei is gone. Kovan Toba. Are you disposable, my guy? Are you failing your mission? Oh, that coin ain't gonna do shit when Benjamin's pissed at you with no time to spare. Dude, Kovan Toba's screwed. Kovan Toba's screwed, bro. Chris says, it is also interesting that we still have new info about Nen as a power system. It's always Togashi. Always making, it's insane. The guy's crazy. As we learned from Furikov, that you can use a Nen ability without using Hatsu. Well, no, because that's where it gets a little vague. Hatsu is just like you releasing your Nen in a certain way, and ability is actually what it does. It's always been a little vague about Hatsu and Nen ability, but they're kind of intertwined. Kind of. So making Ben, AB says, so making Ben die to poison before the curse gets to him negates the curse. So basically, if the target of the curse dies prematurely, it will be rebounded. But here's the point. Well, no. So, okay, sorry. When one of Beyond's children has a target, the curse ties them to that target. Basically, now they have a duty to see their death through or die in the process if that target dies. It's a condition. It basically keeps that target bound to their victim, right? So Fury can't just walk away and ignore it. And it sounds like it's extremely hard to exercise this ability. Abagane, where are you? Anybody? Abagane, where is he? We need him now. Like all these curses, where's Abagane, bro? You want right now? He's at the top of my list for surprise cameos. Abagane, please come back. You're in desperate need of being here right now. Yeah. So ABL says, what does Ben think he can do to Camilla? Poison her, dude. There's other vials of TSK 17. Boop. Poison Camilla. Or maybe because that's not going to kill her, it's going to slowly kill her. Something that will slowly kill her. Or one of the assassin abilities from his guards. Remember the one that killed Saleh? That's not an instant death. It assassinates you slowly by injecting a Nen toxin into you. So there's ways to kill her slowly, but they have to start now because he doesn't have a lot of time. So he has to basically poison her. Or forcefully throw her off the boat and then the Nen ceremony kills her, right? If you forcefully throw Camilla off the ship, the Nen ability will kill her. The succession word will kill her because she tried to escape, right? Calling it now. Halkenberg's ability becomes stronger if he cannot visually see the person he's shooting at. He can probably choose who gets swapped in. Falcon with the call there. If his senses are deprived and he shoots blindly, absolutely. Dude, Unma's a hustler, bro. She is a bad mamma jamma. Unma is Beyond's baddie. Yeah. Dude, Halkenberg's arrow is so broken and so dumb if you think about it on paper, what it does in this universe. Yeah, of course he's the Beyond influence it's so there in that sense, right? Unma's nuts, Beyond is nuts. Like it's just crazy. Eddie, what's up? Good to see you. Personally, I think that up to chapter 460, we will see 10 hours of all the whale ship storylines all. Right now, we are in, this is like the action thriller movie. We're in like the, Mission Impossible. Like right now, like you play the theme song, we're in. So it's going to be an action thriller, like right now into martial law. But here's what I think is actually going to happen. We're going back in time again to look at Borkson, the Phantom Troop, and the Mafia. I'm calling it now. I am calling it now. We're going back in time. We're going back in time again. Calling it. I know you might want to say, no fucking way. I'm putting money on it. The Borkson plotline, the Morena plotline, we haven't exploited it enough yet. Borkson is there and ready. So no, we are going to go back to Borkson. I'm calling it. Don't get too excited. Like this was the adrenaline rush. We're going to slow it down again. I promise you. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But knowing his style, we got 3 chapters last batch of a card game. We're going back. We're exploring build up in other areas. This is just the Prince stuff. We're going to go back to the mob and other things. Judgment Chain is broken. AB, you're correct. We just haven't had the plot opportunity to use it yet. Until he could use it on Krollo again. He could use it on Krollo again in a deal, right? That whole plot is, people are talking about it. Like they're going to work together at some point. Yep. AB says, was Unma lying when she threatened Fury? It's possible. Well, but that's the thing. We only knew like when the cursed individual has the curse and they use it, right? It kills them, but in death, it then activates and curses the target, kind of like Camilla's ability, right? But here, she's implying that Beyond has full control over them. And frankly, given how Zetsu is being used in this arc, I would not be surprised if this is a Zetsu-based Nen curse. It would also protect Beyond from this very situation where he has no access to Nen, but he can access what is his children's curses. I think that's absolutely in play here. So we'll find out, though. Togashi can take it any way he wants. The funny thing, whatever happened to chapter 410, the 4 princes thing, man, we're going back to that. Those being Zhonglei, Bugetsu, Loserus, and Wobble. They find out about Wobble. That would be a big, if they find out, because wait a minute, Fury Cove. So yes, it's going to be Wobble. Oh crap. Because Baba Mania, our goat Baba Mania, right? That message could get back to Ben. Yeah, it could. Ooh. So Spencer, I hope Borkson is the Nen user. Yeah, that's a big call. Yep. Would be cool that he and Morena were looking for the same person. That would be cool. But then that would imply that Borkson has been a person of interest before Dogman identified her as a specialist. She is in Sarydnik's personal detail. Sarydnik has scarlet eyes. She's important to Sarydnik and could get in close to Sarydnik. I mean, that could be a link potentially. Maybe it's her family, like something we don't really know yet, because she was brought up as a patriot, like in the Cockine military system. Maybe her parents are like a big deal. Maybe they have ties, right? So we don't know. But it would be cool. Falcon says, did Furikov manage to analyze Karapika's ability? Kind of. If you go back in the story, he's starting to break down the ideas. The problem is he failed to identify properly, at least to my memory, that it was a specialist, not a conjurer. Like, he was unable to identify that he had two Nen states, I think. He was getting like to the idea of the chains, but he wasn't able to like decipher the exact conditionality of specialist versus conjurer, I think. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Did Furikov manage to analyze Karapika's? Yeah. Do you really believe the war will end? No. No. And by the way, do you know what the war really is? It's the mob breakout and chaos. That's the actual war. The black whale sinking. Eddie says, Baba Mina is the father. Oh, you're throwing a bomb at us, Eddie. Eddie, you're throwing a bomb at us, dude. Yeah, then he really is Baba Mania. Oh, man. Look at the... Okay, we're going to room 3, basically. Yeah, it's empty. Yeah, I said, like, he's realizing that the whole place is freaking empty. Is that what we're saying? Is that what we're saying, right? He realized, yeah, because they have the GU exit plan. He's going to tier 2. They have a trap door in there to get out of there. Clear, or there's another Nen warping ability that GU has. Right, clearly. Am I missing something else? Like, tell me if I'm missing something. How does Togashi still make Nen so interesting? It's called good writing. I've done some writing myself, but I've never done something where we're talking about a power system that it uses like algorithms. Like Togashi's putting, like, he thinks like an RPG guy, like you're in like a RPG video game, and he makes everything really complicated. He makes everything interact with itself in like 10 different ways. And so when he takes the power system and applies it to the plot, we can get some crazy plot revelations with that crazy power system in mind. This arc has made Nen hyper political. It's societal, it's cultural, it's political. It's not a Kamehameha blast. It's a Nen contract. It's the spirit of the people. It's the blade of succession. It's all this societal, ritualistic stuff, the curses. This is willpower being put into a political environment. And so that's what he's doing with the Nen power. He's putting lots of plot importance behind the actual abilities themselves. And that makes it so much more fun to read. I forgot the reason why Hulk has a time limit in Balsa's body, because his main body was infected and is basically in a coma, but if it dies, so does he, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, right? Right? Like, his corpse in the ritual chamber is in a coma. I don't think he's actually fully dead yet. Right? Am I getting that wrong? I believe that's the idea, though. And then he'll return to his body in the chamber. Well, Osama, I mean, he's looking back and there's no one in the room. He's like, where did they all go? The point is they all fled and he's alone. And Benjamin's gonna find out and kill him because he's like, "Where's the prince, you dumbass?" And he's like, "Well, I don't know. He's dead. Komantoba is dead. If he doesn't have Zhonglei in his sights, he's dead." You should read Togashi's troop translation because at least you can see the double spread. Is double spread the coffin room? I mean, I understand the visual there, and I appreciate the advice, but I'm not opening a separate link right now. Like, I don't even know where these websites are. I'm on the official release here, and I understand what this is. Like, I know that this is the Nen chamber. It's cool. We know the room. I've seen the room before, right? Like, I know what it is. It's really cool, but I know what it is. And glad to see you, Finks, by the way. Well, glad you're here. Well, yeah, Rihan would probably be able to assess what it is because he'd then observe Miriam as a child who's very detached and plays with his toys and doesn't really socialize. So the Nen space removes him from his environment, which is a very isolating Nen ability. So he's probably a child that is afraid of the world around him. And frankly, the Nen beast feeds on his emotions. That's the real key detail he has to get, but it's not, if you really look at it, it's not that complicated of a Nen ability. It's not that crazy in the world of Nen. Kind of like Saleh Saleh. I'd say Saleh Saleh's is more dynamic than Miriam's if you break it down on paper, because Saleh Saleh's, there's like a time condition to the manipulation. There's like, how many targets can he influence? Miriam's just a bubble. It's just a Nen space. Nen spaces are pretty big. Like, there's a shape, there's a barrier. I get it. We're all in this space together, and the outside world is removed from it. So, like, yes, he could absolutely analyze the ability. Yeah, thanks. Yep. The hallway chamber. Yep. I bet it's great to see it in full, but I do understand what we're seeing. We see Bobby with 14. They're all on their phones. We're all getting ready. Benjamin's camp is using their earpieces and they're getting ready. And Komantoba's screwed because his prince is gone. He's like, oh shit. And he's about to show up and ask me questions. Uh-oh, fuck. That's why he's sweating. So yeah, no, this is pay respects for Komantoba now. Poor guy. Poor bastard. The chamber coffins are arranged by the prince's birth order. Yeah, that makes sense. Yep. Yeah, fakes. Totally. Again, we're getting more detail about what already exists. We're building upon it. And Benjamin's been using it. I mean, my original wish was that Benjamin was using Predator and Secret Window in combination to take out the other Nen beasts. He never did that, but the plot point was there. He has been using it to spy on Camilla, though, because she was such a problem. And really, he's been analyzing not just through what he sees in real time, but in the memory that Muse had when he died. So it's, again, one of these other plot points. Oh, look at this comment. What's up, Osama? How are you? You suggested Ahsoka might be among the corpse bearers, but you think Krollo is there. Oh, shit, bro. I think you got the comment of the day so far. That's a fantastic guess. Yeah. That put him right there, wouldn't it? And maybe he called somebody who runs that group, and he obviously, swapped places with somebody else, and he's in. Oh, God. Yeah, we are right now. We're hitting peak levels, guys. We're hitting critical mass. We're hitting the kind of the apocalypse. AB, do you think the Cockine family is based off the countries who colonized countries? It's based on ancient China and also does have some like militaristic themes of honor, ancestry, and the death spirits. Like the Tanakata warriors, in ancient China, they built statues of the deceased military defenders who would continue to protect like it's there's a lot of theming around or terracotta, excuse me, right? But there's a lot of theming based on ancient Chinese rituals, dynasties, and empires in Cockine. It's also located on the Hunter x Hunter map where China would be. It's the Eurasian Chinese continent. So it is an imperialistic society, and it is right now. What's really interesting is we are looking at themes of democracy in a very imperialistic hierarchy. That's always a really great story. Chris, good question. I actually don't know. It's possible he sensed something, or it's all a ploy and he already knows about it because it's one of Beyond's plots, one of his children. Like, don't know, man. We really don't know. Crazy. Yes, the Dark Continent is based on Africa. That is correct. That's literally what it used to be called in the Dark Continent. They had no idea. They never seen a lion before. What the hell is this? Well, they saw lions. They saw lions, but there were things they didn't see because it was just such a vast wilderness. The plants are different. Everything is different. Fink says, I feel like Miriam's spirit beast ability is probably one of the easiest ones to figure out. He could probably figure it out in a day or two. But because of how cautious he is, he has to make certain that he is right. But I give it 2 days max. 2 days max. The question is, our girl Bisky. Our girl Bisky ain't letting that little boy die. No way. That would be a slander on Bisky's name. There's no way Bisky wouldn't sense a problem. No way. AB, yeah, he does play games, doesn't he? We won't know until it's said in writing in the story. We will not know anything. I mean, Saradnik has all of the traits and hints of being the son. The prodigy Nen user, and like all of Beyond's children can use Nen at birth. So he's a royal Cockine family member and Beyond's son. Yurikov could use Nen at birth, and he has a special ability. Saradnik is a prodigy of a prodigy, right? Like, so there's way more weight on Saradnik, but we'll see. A lot of people say it's Tyson. There is a rabid Tyson fan base. Look, I'm not saying it's impossible, but that's the sort of thing where all of what we're doing is guessing and analyzing. We don't know for sure, but until it's said in writing, we don't have an answer. So that's all there is. It could be on the Dark Continent. Did Melody mention where it was? If someone knows that, of course, answer. But yeah, maybe. Or maybe you have to play a special flute to play it, and the flute is like held by one of the guardians of the Dark Continent, something like that. A special instrument. I don't know. Oh yeah, thanks. I agree. Well, first of all, the play is to poison Camilla. That has to be the play. That has to be the strategy because you can't attack this character head on. It's going to be a slow, deliberate. That also will last longer than the ceremony. So because now we have a timer, Camilla's death can't happen before the succession war ends because then that would kill whoever did it. Unless Ben is just, sacrificing one of his guards. Maybe, hey, Kovan Toba, you screwed up, dumbass. So you're going to go and poison Camilla, you dumb fuck. Have a nice day, you idiot. You could punish Kovan Toba for that. Yeah. We're gay? Nah. We're gay is literally hiding under Bisky's ass. Literally in between her legs. Okay, the guy's fine. She's standing above him like this. You're not touching We're gay. You're not touching me. He's fine. He's invincible. He's AB, you're asking the right questions. Yeah. Now, Ben cannot be targeted by Camilla's Nenbeast. That's a rule of the ceremony. But one of his guards could. One of his guards absolutely could. Yes, sir. And judging by how Camilla's been set up, it's likely that she is aware of her abilities too, because she already differentiates her Nenbeast from her Guardian Beast. So clearly, she knows and would reluctantly be like, oh, well, I just have to use my Spirit Beast. Stupid thing. Whatever. Fine. But yeah, that is absolutely in play. Yes, well, yes, he's using Cheek Zetsu. Yes, he's a cheeky guy, isn't he? Yes, and all of them. Thanks. I think the point is the board. We have the game board ready, and all of the targets and all of the rooms and the plays like a football field. We have a literal. Ben is treating this like a football play. We have all the players on the field. We have the formation ready. We have the angles ready, and now we're going to see the whole thing play out next year. I'm calling it, guys. We're going back in time, and we're not seeing this until next patch. I'm calling it. Or we are seeing it at the very end. The very end, we will see it. Yeah, Chris, that's been a plot point lingering. In a desperate move, Camilla might make a pact with Crollo if she has been poisoned and give him the cat or something like that, or she's cursed, right? So wait a minute. What if Fury said he was targeting, right? But wait a minute. Hold on a minute. Hang on, ladies and gentlemen. I have an idea. So I'm trying to put this together. No, Fury Cove wants. If I die first, the curse reflects back to you. And my Guardian Spirit Beast ability would make me a god. Furikov wants to curse Ben and have it reflect back to him. They want this to happen. Again, is Ben cursed during martial law? And by activating the curse, does that mean Beyond just activates it? Yeah. Wait a minute. Whoa. Like, I'm actually thinking about it, like, narratively. Beyond just unleashes the curse whenever he wants. If that's true, and he just says, hey, it's going to go after the prince now. Beyond is beyond everybody. Yeah. Bro, the weight here is crazy. Thanks. Laugh out loud next year. I was saying it would be a 20 chapter flashback. Holy. Oh. AB hates the Royals. They all had wonderful deaths. They did get, I mean, hey, being poisoned or literally decapitated, being pounded into mincemeat, that's a pretty bad way to go. It's a pretty bad way to go. And Poof died in front of all the humans he hypnotized as a nobody. He literally just died as an ant. Literally achieving basically nothing. No, he wants Ben to die so the curse reflects. Yes. So, right, but basically he wants to curse Ben. This is where I get confused, guys. So wait till Ben dies, then activate the curse on a dead Ben, and it will bounce back to him. Okay, got it. Cool. Cool. But his Nen Beast theoretically exists after death as well, which is also where we go. Okay, more lore building, guys. More lore building. This is important. In that scenario, Ben's already dead. Kirikov activates the curse, bounces back. The Nen Beast becomes a god, right? That's what we're saying. That means the spirit room, the Nen Beasts are still here. The spirit beast, the Nen Beasts are, in fact, absorbed from the dead princes. Yes. That has to be the connection there. And that's why we're absorbing the Nen into the tree of Kaki. Exactly. That would link it perfectly. So the Nen Beasts exist after death. That's my point. The Nen Beasts they eventually die, but they clearly have a period of existence to be then absorbed by the ceremony. Okay. Okay, guys, this was a crazy chapter. I'm gonna be on for a couple more minutes, guys. I'm gonna take a quick break, but post some more comments. Okay, I'll ask this question because I've been talking about it a little bit. Where are we going in the next chapter? Like, think about it. Where do you think we are going in the next chapter? Post your thoughts. All right. Okay. So, all right, AB, Poof would be God. Are you kidding me? God. Top tier, top of the, more than Beyond, stronger than Beyond in this arc. He'd be Poof, appearance and voice manipulating Poof, seeing everything all over the place Poof. Are you kidding me? He'd be unstoppable. And he hypnotizes all the dude, he puts his scales in the air system and these scales go everywhere. Everywhere. Are you kidding me? He's broken. The ship is doomed if Poof is on that boat. Oh my God. Can you imagine like Krollo is about to do his thing? Oh, like he's done. Well, thanks. Thanks. I appreciate the comment, but I'm trying to order the events correctly. The curse only rebounds if the target is dead, right? If Furikov uses the curse now, he will curse Benjamin and then die. But because of how his Nen ability, like Furikov has to be part of the power up of the Nen Beast. He has to do something after getting cursed himself. Right? This is what I'm trying to get at. Like it's a little bit vague, but I think that's the idea. Because otherwise he curses Ben and then he dies and then he can't use his ability to power up the Spirit Beast, right? But that's again to my point that he's not cursing the Spirit Beast. He's cursing Benjamin. And if Benjamin's dead, it rebounds. The Spirit Beast still clearly exists after death. That to the lore point I was making earlier, it's clear that with the chamber here lighting up, when a prince has died, that Nen has to clearly come from the beast because the prince is dead. So the Spirit Beasts are still in play after the prince dies. That's my hypothesis. Okay, 100% AB. We are seeing the Phantom Troop next chapter. Okay, again, I would love to see our boys go up against those High League goons. I'd love that. Chris thinks we're going to another prince, and Fink says Zhonglei. Yeah. We're staying in. You guys think we're in the current plot, or maybe Saradnik, or Tubepa. What about Tubepa and an anti-TSK-17 vaccine? That's a lot of leverage. Tubepa will have a lot of leverage if she can say, hey, I could make an antidote for that. Don't kill me. I could make an antidote, but you need me alive. You can't, and you need to keep my partner alive. If you kill us, you're not going to get an antidote. Sorry, buddy. You want an antidote or not? Yeah, that's a lot of leverage, right? Couple more minutes, guys, and then I'm going to call this a stream. What a crazy chapter. Holy cow. Holy cow. But yeah, like we got proof in the text that Ben is trying to replace the functions of the ceremony with his Nen Beast. After Furikov powers it up. Post-mortem, too. Possibly. Because if in the scenario we're setting up, Ben dies, but his Spirit Beast becomes a god and ensures Kakian's success for eternity. And it's also so like let's do the math, right? We're getting a post-mortem Nen Beast like Kacho's, right? Post-mortem plus And then you combine that together, and then the actual ability of the Nen Beast itself, combining all those factors together, right? That's crazy. All right, last comments, please leave them. I'd love to hear them. A couple more minutes, guys. So please leave your final comments if you have anything else to add. Would love to hear any last thoughts. But wow. This chapter, uh, 401 is a special chapter for me, but this one was probably the single most entertaining chapter. There are some heavy hitters in this arc, but for like Succession War plot, I think this is the number one chapter. Any other thoughts, guys? Is the chat frozen? All right, guys. It's looking like this was a great stream. Thank you all so much for stopping by. Next week, I believe Sunday works for me as well. So expect to see me there. So I typically aim for noonish. Well, today was a little early, but like typically around 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern. That's like when you can expect me on Sundays. Otherwise, it'll be like Sunday nights or Monday nights, typically. So there we go. Another chapter. What a chapter. And let's see where we go next week. It should be a lot of fun. Take care, everybody.